Hello everybody and welcome back to In Deep Crit, our actual play of Earthdawn 4th edition from the FASA system. My name is Damien Humphreys and I am your games master for this evening, and I'm joined by the usual suspects. Well, there will be usual suspects soon anyway. So first of all...
Hi, I'm Luke Hindmarsh, the other half of In Deep Crit. I am playing the Obsidian Ashulian.
And then we have Ian.
Hey, my name's Ian. I am playing Alabaster Moon, a dwarven thief.
And Kieran.
Hi, my name's Kieran, obviously. I'm playing Salve, a Earth Wizard.
Elementalist, I believe.
Elementalist, that's what I was thinking.
And then we have Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil, and I'm playing Thorndor, a dwarf nevermancer.
And last but by no means least, our participant who was sadly missing last episode, but we have Aubrey.
I'm here now. I'm Aubrey Stewart. I'm playing a scrying swordmaster named Chi-Chi. Let's see how this goes.
Indeed, indeed. Thank you, everybody. So yeah, we're picking up from last session, which if you've watched it on our YouTube, you'll know that we were in the middle of a combat. If you haven't watched it yet, go back and watch episode 1 and that will give you the introduction to our campaign. We're picking up right in the middle of combat. The group have been taken on as caravan guards, guarding a caravan that is heading to Haven, which is on the outskirts of the returned city of Parlainth. Weird things have been happening. A sandstorm whipped up out of nowhere, and in the night, the other 4 guards, the regular guards for the caravan, have disappeared, and some sickly-looking desert wolves have descended upon the caravan, which our group went out to defend the horses from these wolves, and that's where we were. So we're going to pick up from there, and we've actually just put Chi-Chi into the combat as well. So Chi-Chi is going to start inside the tent. Maybe was entertaining one of the children and kind of, got distracted in a scrang-like fashion, and has suddenly realised that perhaps their help is needed outside. We cut off really, really abruptly at the end of last episode, for which I can only apologise. Life stuff happened in the background and we had to go. That's not going to happen tonight, I promise. Hopefully we'll get a good session out of this. So we pick up, I know it was Ashulian's turn.
Right.
We just had Alabaster Moon leap to his feet and attack the wolf that was in front of him. And now we are with Ashulian, who is on his own to the northeast, fighting off 2 wolves at the moment. One of you whom you've wounded quite badly, the other one is still absolutely fine.
The one I've wounded quite badly is my target yet again, because it's proven itself to be not worthy of survival. So I will attempt to strike again. And I think because I can use... I'm just making sure I've still got the ability to use another Karma, so I'm going to use Karma on this. I believe I just clicked the Troll Axe, don't I?
Yes, that's right.
Karma 1, I take it. And...
So 16. So the physical defense of the wolf is 9, so that is a success, and then it's there's more than 5 on top of that success, so that is an extra success. So you get to add 2 steps to your damage when you roll it now as well.
So 2 steps to damage. 5.
5 damage. That wolf is unconscious. Yeah. Not dead, but it is down and out of the fight.
Not dead. Yet.
Yeah, it's not dead yet.
Ashulian might... Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. So that's all I want to do for the moment. Thank you.
So with a growl and a whimper, the wolf falls unconscious at your feet with 2 massive wounds from your axe in it. or perhaps you just swatted it with your troll axe on the last one, knocking it unconscious. And we move over to Thorndor. Remember, guys, you can, if you can target the token that you're going for by hovering over it and pressing T.
Sorry.
And that will then give you your target number. So no, it's cool. It's cool. I'd forgotten about it until just then as well. So, so Thorndor.
That stare thing I do, is that would that be an action instead of combat, or could I do it in addition to combat?
Frighten is a standard action. So in a combat turn, you have a standard action, a move, certain kind of any number of simple or free actions. Simple actions are always usually in response to a particular stimulus. They usually are in response to something. Free actions are just free actions. So, like avoid blow is a free action, but you can only do it a certain number of times.
Okay.
Depending on your rank. It would absolutely take your action, your standard action.
I'll just hit it in that case. Nice and basic.
This one's already taken some damage from you, right?
I believe so, yeah. But not like that.
Yes. It's very confusing. It's actually a lot darker than this map makes it look. There's a sandstorm whipping around. There's horses kind of pulling at their tethers. They're not quite able to get away because not only are they tethered, but they're also hobbled as well. They've got a rope tying their back legs together, but they're kind of bucking and it's all getting a bit frantic around the horses. So you missed that time, unfortunately. Right, so every turn we roll initiative in Earthdawn. That's right. I forgot that bit as well. So Earthdawn is one of these ones where you roll an initiative every turn. It says to remind everyone to use their initiative talents. So if you have a talent that affects your initiative, please use it now and I'll adjust your initiative. Don't think anybody's got anything. So we're back around to Soul Brimstone. Gets to go first this time.
Can I start weaving some earth darts?
Sorry to interrupt. Damien, you still have the game paused, by the way.
Thank you.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I've done it 1,000 times, so I mean, normally me being told.
One of the things with Foundry, if you're using it, remember to unpause the game when you start playing.
Have I done that?
Yeah. How many threads does Earth Dart takes? Doesn't need any threads, does it?
It needs 0 threads to weave, yeah.
Yeah, so you can cast it straight out, or you can weave threads to empower it, if that's something you wanted to do. So you could spend a round weaving a thread to it. What does extra threads do to Earth Darts? So extra threads would do either increase the duration plus 2 rounds, increase the effect plus 2 effect steps, so damage, increase effect -2 to their physical armor, increase range plus 10 yards, or add an additional target.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So you want to weave threads to it this turn, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You should just be able to click on the weave button on your Earth Darts matrix.
Yeah, and then it just wants me to pick one weave and put in the number 1, which I've done.
Yeah.
I'll press OK. Then it wants to step monitor with anything. And it's asking if I want to use Karma, which I don't. So I'll do that.
There you go, success. Weaving difficulty of 5, you hit 5.
Okay.
And obviously extra successes on a thread weaving test means you'd be able to weave an extra thread for each extra success you got. You just got the one this turn. Would you like to move anywhere?
I think my movement's 12, isn't it? So
yeah.
I'm gonna just kind of come over here. How far have I moved there? Is it 12 hexes I can move?
No, so it'll be 6 hexes. Each hex is 2 yards.
I think I've done about 4 or 5, so that should be fine.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Chi-Chi, we are over to you. Obviously, this is your first live experience with Earthdawn.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you can move. Your movement is on your main sheet, on your characteristic sheet, which is 12, I think, for to scrang. That's in yards. Everything in Earthdawn is measured in yards. Each hex is 2 yards, so you can move
6.
six hexes.
Then the next question that I have is, where's the exit to this tent?
It's just here. It's right in front of you.
Okay, yeah. That's it. So this is 1, 2. I'm assuming I can hear all the nonsense over here.
Yeah, you can hear absolutely. So you don't have any kind of night vision, do you, as a Tiskrang, I believe?
I just have a tail. I
You've got a
think
tail, which
here. Can you use your action to move more?
you can, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you effectively dash, yeah.
2, 3, 6. Ah. Well, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there. So yeah, Chi-Chi will, sword drawn, just dash out of the tent and run around.
Marvellous. Charging into combat.
Yeah.
The wolves turn next, so we'll go with... So obviously one up here is out of action, but we'll go with this one, which is going to attack Ashulian with a bite. Doesn't get any karma. So rolls an 8, so...
It attempts to bite me, and I have engaged its attack, try to avoid blow.
Yep.
Which will look a little something like this, I believe.
And avoid blow... Let me get this right. I think you have to roll over what they roll for attack. If I remember rightly.
I can have a look at it on the sheet, so...
Against his opponent's attack test result, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so I got an 8, but you have got a 5, so you failed to avoid the blow, unfortunately, as it
In fact,
ducks in your...
I got a 3, so I completely failed.
You got 3?
Yeah, it looks like a 5.
Does look like a 5, or I need new contact lenses, one or the other. Yeah, you completely failed to avoid it as you actually just move yourself ponderously into its way.
Trying to get the axe out of the other wolf, perhaps.
Oh!
Wow.
So here's something I mentioned about Earthdawn previously, is the exploding dice principle. So this wolf has actually done 27 damage to you by getting 2 8s on its 2d8, and those explode. Yes, for a total of 27 damage, which you do have some armor against.
What?
Not an awful lot. I've got 3 physical armor.
Yeah, so 24 damage after armor. I think that's applied it now.
Yes. So that puts me
So you are
unconscious.
unconscious,
Yeah.
but not dead, right? Hasn't gone over your death.
I'm 1 away from being dead.
Right, okay. Combat can get pretty brutal in Earthdawn.
In it.
So this one's going to attack the horse. And fails. This one's going to attack the same horse. And succeeds. That horse takes 9 damage. 7 after armor is applied. So that horse is looking pretty wounded. Where's this actual damage on there? Oh, there. Yeah. It is, has some big chunks taken out of it. The wolf that your attacking Thorndor is going to return the favour. Now you've got its attention. Hitting you with a 10 to hit.
I'll try and dodge that.
Oh, okay, yeah. So roll your avoid blow. And you can avoid a number of blows a turn equal to your avoid blow rank. So if you've got 2 ranks in it, you can avoid 2 blows, and so forth.
Can I add karma to a avoid blow or not?
Have you got it as a talent or a skill?
I have it as a talent, I believe.
If it's a talent, you can add karma, yeah.
Alright, so I add 1 to that.
Nice. Very nice. You avoid the blow entirely. And the last wolf has also had its attention grabbed by Alabaster Moon and will attack him.
Bring it.
Absolutely failing to hit.
I'm a very nimble
All of them
dwarf.
done. Ashulian, unfortunately, there's not a lot you can do when you're unconscious.
No, I was going to use my fire blood, but never mind. That was when I was only like mildly wounded. Yes. Well, Ashulian is, I suppose, contemplating his distance from the life rock and preparing for the fact that there's no way he's not going to die.
So for future reference, if you have one available, an unconscious character will make a recovery test 1 minute after he falls unconscious, which is obviously 10 rounds. Another character can use a standard action to try and revive him, allowing the unconscious character to make the test immediately. But if you don't recover enough damage to get you below your unconsciousness threshold, you must wait another hour before making another recovery test.
Stop.
But there is a way to bring somebody back up in combat just by
But you have to be near
giving
them.
him a slap. You have to be
Opposed to
right
every
next
single other player character being right across the opposite side of the map.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So apologies, Ashulian.
That's all right.
We move on to Alabaster Moon.
Fantastic. And it is time for stabby with my dwarf sword.
You're targeting that wolf, yeah?
Absolutely. It's going down and being turned into a belt and
You have
possibly
met its physical defense rating, so that's a hit.
good. Let's roll some damage. I want to turn it into a hat and a scarf.
Damage. It's got 3 physical armor, so it takes 2 damage from that.
And I'll shout at it. Brrr.
Marvelous. It kind of, well, it's a little bit in pain. It wasn't that much of a huge hit, but they're starting to not like this easy meal turning into a slightly more difficult meal than they thought it was. Thorndor.
Okay, quick question about moving in combat. Do you have like opportunity attacks, or is that not a thing?
Not a thing, no.
So can I move to here and still hit him?
Yes. Yeah.
Because I don't want to get surrounded by 3 wolves if I can avoid it.
As if I'd do that, Phil.
I'm just going to get kicked by a horse, which is slightly better, but, you know, incremental. Right, and I'll try and stab him with my dwarf sword.
Nice.
I'll roll for damage. Do I get any step modifiers on that or not?
No, that's you met it. It was a target of 9, so.
No, that was
this time. Excuse me, 7 damage. Oh, did you not select that as a target?
yeah. I've selected it as my cursor's flashing on it. The yellow thing.
Yeah. Saying no target selected. If you try pressing apply damage, there you go. Because I hadn't targeted. Yeah, again, this wolf is looking very injured now. after you've slashed at it a few times. Okay, round to the next round. Nobody has any initiative talents, I don't think. There are some that I think particularly the Swordmaster will get fairly soon. You can get some stuff that adds to your initiative. I don't think anyone's got it at the moment. Ashulian, you get to act first.
I dream the dreams of the dying Obsidian Man.
Sol.
Nothing I can do.
Okay. I'm gonna cast my Earth Dots on the. Where is it? Earth Dots cast.
So if you hover over which one you're aiming at and press T, that will target it.
I don't know. Do that first. Press T. It's a nice look on animation there. Liking that. And then casting it without an armor. What have you got?
Nice.
I had an extra thread, didn't I?
Yeah. So you also got an extra success. So with your extra thread, you can add damage to it. Add +2 to your effect test.
How do you do that?
I'm on the wrong token. Moved over there. Let me have a quick look. So you can add 2 to the effect test. You can also add another 2 because you've got an extra success. So when you click effect, which is the same as damage essentially, just not all spells do damage as an effect, but this one does. So click on effect and then add 4. So when it says step modifier, put in 4.
Oh, it's already done that, though, hasn't it?
No, that's the roll to hit. That's your spell casting to cast the spell. So essentially, the spell casting is a roll to hit against its mystic defense, which you absolutely beat, and now you roll the damage of the hit.
What do I click to roll the damage then?
Where it says effect, where it says you've got 1 extra success in the chat box, click the word effect underneath that, and add 4 steps.
Okay. That modifier 4.
2d12. So 9 damage. So if you click apply damage after that, it will apply the relevant damage. You went for the same one as Thorndor's going for. That one is very nearly unconscious.
Okay.
Marvelous. Good stuff.
Okay.
Chi-Chi.
Okay, time to party. We're here. And then I am going to use maneuver, which is a simple action.
Yep. Which make a maneuver test against the target's physical defense. Each success grants a +2 bonus to his physical defense from attacks by that target, and to the first close combat attack test made against that target that round. Cool. Yeah. That's a failure, I'm afraid.
Oh well.
Physical
And
defense is fine.
and then I'll try to attack anyway.
Yeah. So if you target the wolf first by pressing T when you hover your mouse over it, just makes it all flow a bit smoother.
Does that work? Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a little target logo on it now. So you need to roll from your weapon rather than the melee weapons. But we'll say, yeah, if you don't get a 15, then we can. Yep, so success, but you actually rolled a 15, so I'll give you an extra success for that as well. So if you click roll damage now and add 2 steps to the step modifier.
Click. And then click apply damage.
Click apply damage. Nice. A good hit, a palpable hit, sir. As Chi-Chi finally stops messing around doing whatever they were doing in the tent, entertaining
Just
the
having
children.
a lively conversation. I got distracted.
Alabaster Moon.
Fantastic. Let us stab again
Don't
at that
forget
wolf
to
in
target
front
the
of me.
wolf before you do.
So is that what? Just clicking on the wolf?
Hover your mouse over it and press T on your keyboard.
There we go. That gives me joy.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice.
How does that look? Shall we roll for some damage?
Yep, roll that damage.
Take my dwarf blade.
Oh, good roll. There we go, an exploding D8 there.
An exploding wolf, hopefully.
And click on apply damage.
Oh. Apologies. There we go.
That wolf is unconscious.
One step nearer to being a hat and gloves.
Right, it's the wolf's turn. What was their movement?
Oh, sorry, before I kind of finish, now that that wolf is unconscious, can I move?
Yes, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Cool. I will move over here to this wolf and to be next to Thorndor.
Excellent.
Dwarf power.
This wolf is going to... two, 6, one more. And then it's going to...
Damien, I'm going to have to be that player. What's it doing?
It's charging towards the rest of the fight.
It's coming to...
I appreciate you're trying to do me a favour here, but like, let's not suspend all belief in these as living creatures. I'm okay with dying. It's fine.
Okay.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but
I thought it was going to help its wolf buddies.
has it?
I did contemplate it just having an attack on you.
Why would it do anything other than that, realistically?
So you are prone. I'm not sure. Hang on, I'm not sure if it gets any bonuses when you are prone. I think you get disadvantages if you're prone.
Oh, I'm unconscious.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So presumably I don't have much of a defense. I didn't have much of a defense anyway. It's only 5. Physical defense of 5. Which is bizarre. I've got a social defense of 7. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Yes.
Anyway.
Because your dexterity is not very high, but your charisma is higher, right?
No, it's the other way around.
Is it not? Okay.
My charisma is 13 with step 6, whereas... Sorry, my charisma is 11 with step 5, whereas my dexterity is 13 with step 6. So, I don't understand that. Anyway, is what it is.
I mean, it got an extra success.
There we are.
Which is 18 damage.
And I am rejoining the life rock.
Julian is dead.
Oh,
Oh no.
Session 2, and we have our first, potentially our first death. There are not many methods around getting out of death in Earthdawn, but there are a couple. So don't start rolling up a new character just yet, Luke. I'm harsh. I'm not that harsh.
Death is death. I'm old school. My first ever AD&D character was a wizard who, with 1 hit point, who died in the first combat from the very first arrow fired by the first goblin. So I'm okay with it.
Okay, Wolf is going to attack Chi-Chi, who's just come in. Failing terribly. This other wolf is going to carry on attacking the horse. Trying to get an easy meal. knocking the horse unconscious and ripping a chunk out of its leg, out of its hindquarters. And that wolf's going to carry on attacking Thorndor, because why not? Hitting and...
I'll try and that.
Yeah, so you target is 7 to avoid blow.
Okay, I'll use. I think I've got. Yeah, I've got Karma left, so I'll try some of that.
Yeah, you made it. Stepping deftly out of the way of its snapping jaws.
I just
The
duck
last wolf
the
is
horse.
now Thorndor, your turn.
Okay. I'm not going to do anything more sophisticated than just hit it with a sword. So. And I miss.
Or not. Into the next round. Okay, so the wolves. This one is going to do what it was going to do last turn. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's going to come charging its way down. You can hear some more growling as it's charging down from the corner of the tent. Attack on Chi-Chi.
Avoid
Have the
blow?
avoid blow talent, yeah. You can spend karma on avoid blow if it's a talent, not if it's a skill.
Ooh. Do it, because I haven't done this.
Wow.
Very nice.
Did I succeed?
Yeah. Yeah, you leap into the air and you stand on your tail on the horse's nose as it tries to bite you. And then definitely drop back down to the ground again.
You won. All right.
That wolf is actually just going to take a bite out of the horse. Carry on attacking it. Wow.
I hate these horses.
So this horse is dead. Last wolf. Oh, not targeting itself, it's targeting Thorndor. And fails to get you this time. Chi-Chi, your turn.
After dodging, I will come in and try to hit the thing. Or not.
Unfortunately not.
That's all I'm doing.
Cool. So,
Damn.
Oh, going to be a bit boring. And is that wolf still alive? The one we were targeting? Looks like it's still alive. I'm
it
just
is
gonna...
still alive, yes. Yeah.
Okay. How does it look when I hold its edge? Does it look like it's on its way out?
It's on its last legs, yeah, absolutely. It's bleeding from a couple of good sword strokes from Thorndor and your earth darts last turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna cast. Sol looks at it and feeling overconfident and starts to weave and cast earth darts without weaving.
Cool. Yep, let's make a click on cast on it then. Nice.
Okay. And then I don't need to roll effect, do I?
Yeah, I need to roll effect, yeah, for the damage.
No step modifier, yeah.
No, yeah, it's just straight up. Just and apply damage. And
Nice.
It's also unconscious.
Nice. Cool.
Alabaster Moon.
Can I move over the unconscious wolf?
Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will take me to there. And that means I can now target a different wolf with Sword of Stabbiness. Oh, maybe not quite so stabby.
Sort of wavy. Not really stabby.
I mean, yeah, not the desired effect.
Thorndor.
Okay, I am not going to take my chance. I'm going to stab that wolf while it's down in a totally courageous move. Do I get any bonuses for it being prone?
If you've targeted it, it should take it all into account. I don't actually think you do. I have to recheck that.
I hit.
Because you got one extra success, so yeah.
So I've applied the damage.
Yeah,
And
the wolf is dead.
So in another stellar display of bravery, I'm going to move over here to stab the other one next turn. And that'll be me.
Marvellous. And at this point, any surviving wolves, which are just the two of them, I believe, I know this one as well, flee the scene. So I'm just going to delete them because it's easier. Turning tail and running with more than half of their numbers depleted. They were here for a meal, and an easy meal, and it turned out to not be quite as easy as it was. So we will come out of combat there.
Well, one of them at least has been fairly satisfied with obsidian flesh.
Well, two of them. One of them got a good bit of horse flesh as well while it was there. So, yes. So we're out of turn order, but you are all still outside of the tent. You all know that Julian was off to the north.
Where's the Julian?
Oh, he was fighting wolves in the corner. Hold on.
I will follow to try and see where young Julian is.
Yeah, I'll come too.
He was at least 300 years older than you.
Oh no.
He was the eldest in the group and like middle-aged obsidian man.
We can see his
Insides.
yes, his rather gnarled, stony body.
Trollax still embedded in the other wolf. That's not quite dead.
His Trollax is embedded in an unconscious wolf.
Let's kill that wolf straight away.
But yes, Julian is not even unconscious. He's not. The obsidian men breathe, but he's not respiring in whichever way obsidian men usually respire.
I imagine the wolf had a bit of a snack before it decided to run off. So, poor Julian.
Yes.
Oh, well, that'll teach me for being the only one to fight on my own.
So,
Brave Julian.
Elora does stick her head out of the tent, hearing the commotion die down. Are they gone? Is everybody gone? Did you drive them off? The wolves gone.
The wolves are gone, Elora. The wolves are gone. There is a horse lost, and brave Julian has died.
Bring him inside quickly, if you can.
Let's bring him into the tent.
If you can is the good question, because I weigh
Yes.
I weigh 920 pounds, and I don't think any of this lot are strong enough to move me, even collectively.
So, dwarves are pretty tough.
We have
pretty
horses.
hardy.
Yeah.
Have horses. This is true.
So a couple of minutes of untethering one of the horses, bringing them round and using it to drag Ashulian to the tent, and then kind of pushing him the last couple of yards into the tent. You do manage to struggle him into the tent. So I'll move everybody back inside the tent.
A giant rock.
And Alora says, "Well, I have one of these left, but it is the only one that we have. We didn't manage to pick up any more in Bartertown." And she produces a jar of quite pungent smelling salve made up of all sorts of herbs, and we don't know what else in there, which does glow with a faint magical glow to it. She starts just like, help me, and starts rubbing it onto Ashulian. We need to cover him in this quickly.
Yeah.
Get stuck in, help massaging this into Ashulian, who starts to glow with this blue light. What this is something called a last chance salve. And this allows a dead character, as long as they've been dead a number of hours less than either their toughness or willpower step, whichever is higher, which you have been, unless you've got steps like 1. Allows you to take all of your remaining recovery tests, if you've got any left, or gives you one if you don't have any left. I think you've got 3. Because you haven't used any yet, right?
That's right, yeah.
And if that damage brings you below your death threshold, your death rating, then you will come back to life. If it doesn't, then you remain dead. So this is what I mean by there's a chance, but it's
Gotcha.
not. There's no automatic resurrection in Earthdawn.
Cool. So I roll it 3 times, right? Or
Yeah.
do I roll it until I succeed? Do I roll
Roll
it?
it until you succeed. Yeah,
But maximum of 3 times.
maximum of 3 times. Yeah,
So no modifier, and I can't use karma for it.
you can't use karma while you're unconscious now.
So I'm still dead. Oh, I'm not dead anymore.
You're not dead. No, you are now alive but unconscious. After a moment, Ashulian glows blue, and there's a tense moment while you're looking at him, and it's one of those moments that seems to last forever, willing him back to life, and then he just very gently takes a very shallow, ragged breath. And then another. And he's still unconscious. Still no moving him, but he is not dead. And Alora breathes. I wouldn't want to have lost him as soon as we met him. He seems like a good chap, a worthwhile person to have around. I suggest we all get some sleep and see what the morning brings. Perhaps we could take it in turns to listen out for any more disturbances.
Can I go and skin the wolf I killed while that's happening?
You
That's
can, yeah.
Grimoire pages, so I need a bit more in my book.
Which one are you? That's Alabaster. Got confused between the 2 dwarves. You're the one with the horns on your head. Yeah. Wilderness survival. Give me a wilderness survival check. It's the closest.
Assuming I have that.
You've got it as a skill, yeah.
Oh yeah. Not like that.
I mean, you get enough to make a page of the grimoire from, but not a lot more that is actually usable. You know, they're not really used to skinning wolves in a sandstorm. But yeah, you can certainly tan it over the course of the rest of the journal and journey and use it as another page of your grimoire.
Perfect.
You gruesome weirdo, you.
It's part of my childcare business.
And as for his character, love it.
So
Just take it.
after another hour, Julian, you can take that last recovery test
Okay.
to regain consciousness.
Oh, I doubt it's going to do that. I'm still unconscious.
You are, aren't you? Okay. The rest of the night passes uneventfully, except for the huge raging sandstorm that is, as I said last session, is like the very spirits of the air have been driven into madness, howling and wailing all around you, buffeting at the sides of the tent. It's very claustrophobic in the tent. You know, there's a lot of you in here. The children are terrified. It takes them ages to get to sleep, particularly after the wolves. Obviously, you've got the Kahan and the other chap whose name has just briefly escaped me, but the one who was cheating at cards, sitting as far away from each other as possible, eyeing each other up the whole night. Kahan has calmed down, but he's still not happy. You know, he hasn't got his ire up right now. And yeah, we get to the morning, and the sandstorm ends almost as suddenly as it arrived, leaving everything eerily silent as the hush settles over. So on all of your character sheets, on your front page, on the characteristics page, right at the bottom underneath your karma, there's a little bed symbol. It says New Day. If you click that, it will do all the things for a new day. If you're wounded, it will tell you to make recovery tests or roll them for you. And apply the results for that.
Did you say it's under characteristics? Sorry.
Yeah, under characteristics. Underneath where your karma is.
Yes, new day.
So I wake up. Am I allowed to make more than one recovery test at a time? Or do you have to wait an hour for each?
So you automatically make one upon waking up.
Yeah.
Bear with me a moment. I will double check this. Again, this is...
Can I just at this point say to anyone who's watching, normally I would look up rules for myself, but I've only got them digitally and I'm recording. So you don't have to see me around my computer for
recovering from damage. A character makes a recovery test to heal damages taken. Upon waking after a full night's rest, an injured character must make a recovery test. At least 1 hour must pass between recovery tests.
Yeah.
The character must spend 1 minute without engaging in physical activity or taking damage. And if you have a wound, so that's why you didn't regain consciousness immediately, because you had a wound as well, did you?
I've got 2 wounds.
2 wounds. So you need to recover all of your damage before you can recover wounds.
Right.
And each wound gives you a -1 step modifier to all of your tests.
Right.
So it's quite a cumulative process.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can't heal wounds until you've healed
all
of your damage.
Understood.
Yeah. So yeah, you can wait another hour and make another recovery test.
I sit up first of all and look around and say, I was in a different place, communing with the life rock for the last time, but I am here again. How is this?
Elora was able to use some fancy enchantment, but you look a lot better than you did.
Yes, I have learned much. Elora, I approach her very slowly and stiffly, and then go down to her level, presumably she's shorter than me, and get as low as I can and bow my head to her. I am indebted to you. I will not forget. Such is the way of things.
If I understand, and thank you. You fell in service to this caravan. It is only right that we should be able to help you. Should somebody fall as far again, I'm afraid that we have no means to help them. We have some basic healing potions, but I think we should use those for emergencies.
My brush with death has taught me the value of those I can trust, clearly you, and those I should not put so much trust in. I'm thankful that you had my back. Bows his head again and stands up.
You can, of course, use your Fireblood talent.
No, I can't. I'm not in combat.
Oh no, you need to be in combat, don't you? That's right. Yeah.
That's why that wolf got me
Must be
really
goes
mad.
to
I was
combat.
about, it's like I was about to do this,
Yeah.
but it's a standard action as well, so you have to not fight.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, that's a good reminder. Alora approaches you all and says, "I'm sorry to call on your help again, particularly after the dangers of last night. The guards have not returned, and we must at least find out what happened to them. I don't like the smell of this. The storm was far too sudden. Ferian and the others should be back by now. We need to figure out what happened to them, but we can't leave the caravan exposed here for too long." And she starts to kind of tell the others to start packing everything up. If I give you half a day, would you look for them? Would you see what has become of them? If they have survived, if they have just got lost, or something else has happened to them, then perhaps you can find them and bring them back. Or if their fate is more permanent, at least we will know and we can take news back to Haven.
What do we think?
I'm game.
Let's- With dwarfish enthusiasm, I'm jumping up and down on the spot. Let's do it!
If Alora asks me, I will do or die.
Thank you, Ashulian. Please, rest for a while before you head out. Have some breakfast, and then head out. So you can have an hour to take another recovery test, essentially. And I think this is a really good time for Aubrey to introduce Chi-Chi to us, as we missed introductions from you last session. So perhaps you can give us a little introduction of who and what Chi-Chi is.
Okay, so Chi-Chi is a Skrang, so lizard kind of person. Right. She's brightly colored, reds, oranges, yellows, like a sunset. She's got really bright, piercing yellow eyes. She wears really gaudy, purple, dueling outfit with a cape. She tends to be kind of flamboyant and boisterous. She's also really flirty. So, she's a sword master. She always has her sword on her. And she's always looking for new people to fight. So, see what happens.
Excellent. So yeah, you have your breakfast, rest for another hour. Julian is still pretty wounded, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. So Laura does offer you. Where have they gone?
Before she can offer me any healing, I simply say, I have taken enough from you already. Keep it for the caravan. It is not my way to leech off others. Thank you. I am well enough to proceed. So I simply will refuse any healing from her, because it's resources that I don't feel I have a right to.
Well, perhaps if you find the others, I know they had some booster potions with them, so
Perhaps.
they will certainly aid your natural healing. If you do find the others, perhaps you will find those as well. Makes the question: how are you finding the others?
Does wilderness survival include tracking or not, or is that a separate skill?
It kind of is a separate skill. Let's have a quick look at wilderness survival. The adept is able to locate or build shelters, start a fire, find water, or for edible vegetation such as berries, fruits. Yeah, it's less tracking. Or maybe let it help with a perception test for tracking. Nobody has. So what you're looking for is awareness or tracking.
Yeah, I'm basically trying to see, because they were keeping a watch and were patrolling, so I'm trying to just find their trail, but if that's not my jam, then see if it's better for someone else. I don't know if it'd be things like, you know, finding deer tracks or game trails, that kind of thing, but we're in a desert anyway, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, perception, awareness, or tracking. So if anyone's got any of, well, you've all got perception.
I've got awareness.
Awareness will help.
Yeah, I've got awareness too.
So awareness will make it easier than just a straight perception test.
Cool. I've got that at rank 2, if that helps.
Yeah, I'm only rank 1.
And because it's a talent, you can also spend karma on it, if you wish.
If I haven't got it as a talent, I've only got a skill. But...
Oh, okay.
Do you want us all to roll or just one?
Just whoever's doing, whoever wants to roll it.
Do you want to go in?
Let's do it. Can I add karma to it?
If you've got it as a talent, yes.
I have got it as a talent. Do
Yeah.
I just change the 0 to a 1?
Yes.
Fantastic. Better than a
Nice.
poke in the eye.
Yeah. So it does take a little bit of scouting around and a little bit of looking, because it's quite confusing. There's 4 different sets of tracks, and after a little while of kind of going backwards and forwards from these tracks and having a look at them, you can see that each of the guards was kind of wandered off into the storm in different directions, but then they all started heading east and almost converging towards the same point. Still separate trails. They weren't heading east together, but they were all heading to the... Well, I mean, with that roll, you can see that they're all vectoring. You know, if you keep going, they will eventually meet up at a point somewhere to the east. And you've also discovered that possibly Nivek, the elf troubadour,
Mm-hmm.
has left a couple of marks using, you know, that he had some paint on him, and there's a couple of marks of bright paint on rocks heading off to the east. So it seems like Nivek at least was trying to leave a trail.
Is there any kind of high vantage point or higher vantage point that looks out east?
This is very much desert dunes. So you can get up to the top of the dune, but you can't really see over the top of the next couple
Yeah.
or down into any of the valleys between them.
Or shall we get on our way? Let's stride forth boldly. I'm very keen. Like a big bundle of dwarf energy.
I'm moderately keen, so I'm a bit further back than Alabaster.
Everybody heading along?
I'm probably trailing the others.
So you're certainly probably the slowest out of the group, right?
I imagine so. I don't know. I don't know how fast they move.
I think most people move at 10. 12 for Chi-Chi, I think.
I've got a 12 as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I move at 10. But
Oh, 10, okay, yeah. I was windlings they go at 6, but 16 if they're flying.
So after another hour, can I take another recovery test, or have we not? Does that require inactivity?
It says not strenuous activity. So
Okay.
following a trail, I will say you can take another recovery test after an hour.
If it's been an hour, then I can do that. Or...
Yeah. So it does takes you a while. The wastes here have scant flora and fauna. Travelling through them gets harder by the minute. So after the first hour, you can take a recovery test, but if you have any more, you won't be able to take any after that.
I don't have any more.
Because the hot sun makes this experience even more uncomfortable. The sun beating down on you. Looking up at the sky, it must be getting close to midday. You're still not, you're fairly recently out of your care, so you're still not quite used to telling the time by the sun. But it looks like it's approaching its midpoint. It's no sign of the guards yet or anything else.
I've rolled that recovery test, but I didn't use karma because, although that's an option, is that actually something you can do when you're using a recovery test? Sorry to
No, let me double check. It's not under the recovery test section. Karma might be under there. I don't think it is. So I think it's as you move up through circles, certain disciplines get the opportunity to add karma to their recovery test.
Ah, right, cool. Yeah, understood.
Yeah,
Thank you.
So that's what's on there as an option.
Cool.
As far as I'm aware, obviously, if I'm wrong, we'll check it between sessions, and as usual, we'll move on for now and check the rule later.
I'll always accept the GM's ruling. All right.
So after 2 hours pushing through these barren and rocky hills, you crest another shifting pile of dirt to see a rocky outcrop ahead of you. Looks like a cave is nestled into this tiny valley. As you survey the area, a cluster of forms emerge from the cave's mouth. One appears to be the lost troubadour, Nivek, though he is wearing a ghastly mask made of black wood. The others are emaciated humans and orcs wearing rough leather and hides. They also wear similar black masks. The masked men all reach for daggers, except for Nivek, who reaches for his shining broadsword. They mean you harm, clearly. So yeah, this map, the two boulders are essentially, the cave mouth is behind them. This is just a quick map that I whipped together courtesy of Tom Cartos, and his map assets as well. This is as a quick battle map. And you are all positioned at the southern end of the map, although you've come from the west. You wound your way around.
Okay. Sorry, the name of the troubadour again is?
Nivek.
Nivek Tamor, I think it was.
Yeah.
I don't want this strange helmet.
Come, Nivek. Return with us to the caravan. Bring your friends if you need to, but no need for fighting.
We must bring you inside. The master has need of you.
I don't like the sound of this. I don't like his helmet either.
No. Is that not his face? I find it difficult to tell. All you fleshy beings.
And they all start brandishing their weapons and making a move as if to move towards you.
Oh, the fun part.
Yeah. We will go into combat again.
I will roll my eyes at them.
Bear with me a second while I try and get everybody in. There we go. And nobody has any initiative talents, right? We've
Oh, I
established
don't think
that.
so.
Not yet.
So we will begin combat. Oh, it hasn't actually rolled anybody. So if you all want to click on your... So if you remember, if you right-click on the crossed swords above the chat window to bring out the combat tracker,
Mhm.
and then you can click on your die next to your name.
There's the goal.
I'll just cheat sheet you to do. Have you got it? So above the chat window, you've got the chat bubbles, then the cross swords for the combat encounters. If you right-click on that, it will pop that out. There you go. There
Let's
we
do
are.
this.
Everybody is rolled in. Don't know why it's got a shooting going first. Oh. Ah. Right, Soul Brimstone. There we go.
Okay. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start weaving my air armor spell.
Okay, yep. Make a thread weaving test for that. So those of you that watched last session will have seen, and the beginning of this session will have seen Sol doing some spell casting. Spell casting is a little different in Earthdawn than rather than just casting a spell. Spells are held in matrices to make them safe to cast. You can, at some point, I'm sure we'll get on to casting without matrices when emergency calls for it. But essentially, some spells need extra threads woven to the pattern that is held in the matrix to empower them before they're cast. So it takes a thread weaving test to weave that thread, which takes your standard action, and then the next turn you can cast that spell. So there is a two-part process to casting spells in Earthdawn. Quite often. Yep. So you have woven that thread. No extra successes, so it's just the basic thread. But you'll be able to cast that spell next turn.
Yeah, cool.
Any movement from you, Sol?
Can't. Is everybody seeing a grey box? Well, stand around outside of a grey box.
No.
No grey box.
Where's the grey box?
I mean, does that look like a box in the middle of a grey screen?
No.
Oh yeah, that's just the where the map isn't.
Ah,
My movement. I'll hang back this round. See what.
Okay.
What? Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Chi-Chi.
Okay. What kind of weapons do people have? Then?
So all of the ones marked with M are just the random masked people. They all have daggers. And then Nivek has a broadsword.
Aha! Okay. I will walk forward some. Over, not too far. Let's go here. I will point my broadsword at Novak. Your grip on that sword is terrible. You're probably not used to holding something so long. I'm gonna taunt him.
Awesome. What is? So this is a talent, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Taunt test against the target social defense. If successful, the target incurs a -1 test penalty and subtracts 1 from his social defense for each success achieved. Nice. So he has a social defense of more than 9.
Okay. That is it.
Cool.
You're secure in your manhood. All right.
What's their move? 12. So moves to here, takes up a combat ready position. That one actually makes it all the way to you, Chi-Chi.
Yeah.
Is going to have a go. Getting a 2, so no. No chance of hitting. Third one. 10, 12. Can only make it to there. Alabaster Moon.
Fantastic. Now is not the time for doing stabby sword things. Now is the time for my dwarf shortbow. And I'm going to shoot at the one targeted. Ah! Failed. I must have got sand in my eyes. That's no good.
Maybe, yeah, sand in your eyes, or he just moved a little too swiftly and erratically and madly for you to take aim. Any movement from you, Alabaster?
I'm going to move to here, and I'm going to shout at him to call his parentage into question.
Cool. Nivek, he's got plenty of movement, right? Yeah. He is going to, hang on, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Can come to here. He's actually facing that way. And he was also going to attempt to attack Chi-Chi. Oh, hang on. I haven't targeted you. Yeah, he does have karma. So he's going to use 1 karma on that.
Okay. I will attempt to avoid blow. I mean, I have the potential. I got a 31 that last time. I'm gonna use a charm. Nope.
Not bad, but no. So 15 damage, so 11 after your armor is applied. What's your wound threshold? Probably would have said to
9.
make a test. Oh yeah, so you do have to make a knockdown test, which is a toughness test, unless you've got, let me have a look, if you've got wound balance. You don't, do you? No. So it's a unmodified toughness roll against the difficulty of against the difficulty of 2.
Does this knockdown test button work?
I haven't managed to get it to work yet.
Okay. So just a toughness?
Yeah, your target is 2. Made it.
Yeah.
You remain on your feet, but you have taken a wound and some damage, so that wound gives you a -1 to all of your tests, all of your test steps.
Great. Let's go.
Ashulian.
Ashulian weighs up whether or not he wants to come to the aid of anyone. Thinks very strongly about going the opposite way because, must show them by example to have the back of a friend. And we'll cut. I think I can move to here. That's 5 by my reckoning. So I'm going to target Nivek. Oh, I'm going to say, and attempt to hit him. Although there's little chance, given I've got 2 wounds. So I'm going to use karma, and it's this sort of a lumbering charge with the troll axe that he's just bringing down straight, in the hopes of hitting him on the head and maybe knocking some sense into him. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. That's the joy of wounds.
Yeah. It is the cumulative effect of being wounded. Yeah, he easily sidesteps your blow. And the
That is all I
final
can do.
master. I mean, there's no real tactics involved to these guys. They're just rushing towards. They're not rushing headlong into combat, but they are just moving forward, brandishing knives. Thorndor.
Julian just went where I wanted to go, but I will. I think I can still make it.
Even next to
Yeah. So, I'd be interesting to see if you target him. Be interesting to see if it gives him the harried condition straight away. I don't know if it will, but he has a -2 to his defense now because he's got 3 enemies against him.
Okay, and I'm doing nothing advanced. I'm just gonna hit him. Or attempt to. Not like that.
Bear with me a second though. Let me see what his physical. No, so that hasn't taken the -2 into account, so that does hit him.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So roll damage. No step modifier.
No, you didn't. Yeah, you didn't beat it by that much. Oh, hang on. Sorry, bear with me a second.
My bad.
Because he's going to use his avoid blow talent. Yeah, he sidesteps your blow really easily. Right.
God.
So this one is going to come in against you, Chi-Chi.
Am I harried now?
You are harried now, yeah.
Shit.
Is it a question of position more than it is numbers?
It's if you have three enemies based with you,
see.
essentially.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And all
3
three
or
of these
more.
people have attacked me. Yeah.
So yeah, it's not so much like in other systems where you have to be kind of opposite or whatever. It's yeah.
It's not
And
doesn't
there
take
are-
into account allies nearby or anything like that, so it's
No.
interesting.
So difficulty is lower because you're harried. He still fails to hit you with his dagger. Alabaster.
Okie dokie. So I am looking at my bow and arrow again, but is there any penalty because I'm trying to get Nivek, who is just behind 2 of my fellow party members? Is that do they count as cover?
Oh, they don't count as cover. There's no penalty for firing into melee combat. There is the rule of 1 in Earthdawn, which is if you roll a 1 on all of the dice that you're rolling for a particular talent or attempt, it's a critical failure. So there may be consequences if you critically fail to hit.
Do you know what? Let's just move forward to here. This little slobber chops right there. And I'm going to stuff my sword right in his face.
Which you do.
How's those bananas? Should we roll some damage?
Yep.
Let's roll some damage. Oh, look at that.
Nice.
I'll aim right for the soft parts. 8
And-
after armor applied.
And that gives him a wound. So now he needs to make a toughness test. You actually bang on his wound threshold. Actually, well, if people are watching this, they may have already commented. You only have to make a knockdown test if it's a 5 over your wound threshold. Apologies, I've just remembered that. So if your damage after armor is 5 higher than your wound threshold, that's when you make a knockdown test. So, Chi-Chi, you wouldn't have had to make that last knockdown test, but you passed it anyway. So yeah, he doesn't make a knockdown test, but he does suffer a wound. Anything else from you, Alabaster?
No, I am again going to call this person's parentage into question and suggest his mother is familiar with horror genitalia.
You see mad staring eyes behind this mask, and he just hoots at you unintelligibly as he tries to attack you with his dagger.
And that's the noise your mother makes with the horrors.
Which he fails. This one is going to come in and attack Thorndor. Oh, no, not that. Don't roll damage yet. I haven't rolled to hit. Fails to hit Thorndor. Ashulian.
So there isn't a opportunity attack system.
No.
And you can attack and move after you've attacked.
You can. The basic rules kind of say you have to move and then attack, but there are kind of the optional rules of splitting up your movement and your attack. So yeah, which I'm happy to do because we're all quite experienced gamers here.
So we're using the optional. Awesome, thank you. In that case, I'll take one more shot at hitting Nivek. This time, I'm not holding back because he's clearly possessed in some way, and I weep for you, Nivek, and then try and end him with a troll axe, which is going to go terribly wrong. Going to use a karma point.
Yeah.
You can't use more than one unless you've got a higher circle. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. There's certain things you get at higher circles that allow you to add.
Wow.
That's a hit.
Okay, and then when I roll damage, I can use karma on that as well, right?
No.
Oh.
No, that also comes later.
Ah, I see, okay.
Yeah.
I have 11.
So you took 5 damage.
And I am then going to move away.
Why is that not? Oh, it has taken it off.
Tactical retreat.
I'm hoping he pursues me.
He's mad, but he's not that mad. He continues to attack Chi-Chi. Getting another 2 extra successes.
Alright. Avoid blow. Then to karma. Come on, 31. 32.
Nice.
Nice. Very nice.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, living up to your reputation as a Tiskrang swordmaster. Yeah, you easily sidestep and parry his blow out the way. Like you saw it coming a week ago. Fine, man, you that one. 2, 4, 8, 10, 12. That one is going to come after you, though, Ashulian. It's a 9 to hit.
I'll avoid blow if possible.
Yep.
So in this, you can move through people, can you?
I actually counted him moving round, but you can move through allies.
Because it looks like you move through. Cool.
Yeah.
But you can't move through foes, can you? It's similar to pretty much other systems. Avoid blow. Here we go. 0 when he hits me.
Oh, because of your wounds, right?
Yeah.
So it's still a 1, but yeah. Yeah. It does indeed hit you.
0. Brilliant.
The 3 damage, which is going to do nothing after your armor, right?
Yeah, my skin.
It just pings off your skin. Chi-Chi.
Alright, target this guy. First, I'm going to... Where am I at? Great. I'm going to try to maneuver.
Yep.
Probably not.
Not enough, I'm afraid.
And then try to hit. It's been a karma. Yep. There we go.
Nice. Go ahead and roll that damage. Yeah. And yeah, as you slice into him, you realise that he is wearing ringmail armor.
Yeah.
It's the incredibly well made ringmail armor as well. Definitely reduced your damage by quite a lot.
Yep.
Anything else from you, Chi-Chi?
There's not attacks of opportunity?
No.
Over here. I moved around and threw them. Like that.
Yeah. Thorndor.
Yeah. I'm gonna retreat and keep pace with a Shulian. And then I'll hit the one on the Shulian.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and target him first.
Yeah. Not like that.
Fortunately not. No. And they're kind of, it's almost like they're drunk on something. They're moving really erratically. Not like men in combat should do. So perhaps it just, yeah, where you expected a normal fighter to move to, he just kind of moved out the way of it. Using the drunken master technique. Sol.
Okay, I'm casting. I need to finish casting my air armor spell.
Yep.
You said that I didn't get the extra thread for that, did I?
No, you've just got the 1 thread, so it's just regular. +3, is it? You're casting?
Yeah, it said not enough threads keep weaving. Okay.
Air armor only needs 1.
Yeah. Do I need to have myself selected before I press cast?
No, I think it's so you just rolled thread weaving last time and not weave from the matrix, right? So let's do that. There you go. And now do cast.
Okay. I did it under matrices. It keeps on coming up. It says not enough threads keep weaving.
Fine for me. So it depends on which way you opened your character sheet last time, because if you open from your token, it only affects the token character sheet, not your main character sheet. So if you then go and open up your other character sheet,
I always
They
open
might not correlate.
from the sidebar, the
Yeah.
green sidebar on the right.
weird. I've done it for you anyway, and you have succeeded.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
So you've got +3 to your physical defense now, right?
Great. Thank you.
Nivek goes first. Following up, he's going to go for Alabaster Moon.
Damn him.
Just a regular success this time, though.
Can I try and dodge the blow?
If you have the avoid blow talent, you can indeed.
I have the avoid blow talent.
You fail to avoid the blow.
Oh. I mean, I'm quite nimble, but, you know. God bless the dwarves.
4 damage after armor is applied.
So, on my character sheet, do I now move my total from 24 to 20?
It's already done. It's already done it on your.
Cool,
should have already
good,
done
good.
it, so,
Happy
Should
days.
already apply it. Sol, having cast your air armor, you're quite quick into the next round.
Okay. So I'm gonna target again. Press hold T over them.
Yeah.
But I'm targeting guy fighting Alabaster. What's his name?
Nivek. Yeah.
Nivek.
Back here, and I'm gonna cast. Let's not straight away. Hopefully.
Nice.
Nice. Extra success.
Great.
So that will already add the +2 to your effect test.
Okay.
If you would like to roll that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Nice.
He is looking wounded, bloodied, shall we say. Any movement or anything from you, Sol?
No, I'll stay where I am. I think I'm at a good point.
Okay, this masked madman now has 2 attackers. I'm going to roll a d6. 1 to 3, it will be Thorndor. 4 to 6, it will be a Shulian. It's a 6. Sorry, a Shulian.
Don't be sorry.
The dice decide. Oh, he fails to hit you anyway.
Probably put
Alabaster.
off by all the funny skin hanging from Thorndor.
Yeah, you have a skin,
Thank you.
skin hooded cloak though, don't you?
I haven't got the mask on.
Right, okay.
I didn't think we were going to battle.
Alabaster.
Nice. So I'm now going to target Nivek,
Yep.
and he will gain the benefit of the sharp end of my dwarf sword. Ah, bollocks.
Yeah, and he's no longer harried, so that does miss.
Can I get another attack? Because, like, I think Alabaster deserves one.
Extra attack as a talent.
Yeah, I don't know that.
I don't think thieves get it anyway. But
We'll come to
it
an
might be an
arrangement.
option. It might be an talent option, to be fair. Chi-Chi.
Background over here. How about thee? Let's see what. Broadsword. What's cover do I have? No.
How much karma do you have?
One.
Not a lot. That's a hit, eh? You scratched him.
Yeah. that's some blood. It's good enough. And did we say we could split movement?
Yeah, you can carry on moving if you want to carry on moving.
I'll go back this way, and then that's it.
Okay. Alabaster, you've been left all alone with these madmen. One of whom is now trying to attack you with his knife.
He's welcome to try.
Then he fails. Comes next. This one, however, is also going to try. And now you have a -2 to your physical defense. So it makes it.
Can
You can
I
avoid
try?
blow, yes. Yeah.
Thank you. And avoid blow is a skill, not a talent, so I can't use karma on it.
It's karma, that's right.
I can't.
You can't, no.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Successful.
You avoided the blow.
Yeah. There's never any worries.
So, meets it, beats it, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
But he only got a 7 for his attack test anyway, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, but they're 7s, aren't they? Because he's harried.
Ah, yeah, you do have a -2 to your test because you're harried. Yeah, thank you for that, isn't.
Conveniently, Dwarven psychology means we're very different.
Technically, you have -2 steps, but I forgot about that, so...
So we'll worry about that next time and just gloss over this.
You're being attacked by another madman right now.
And not for the first time.
Who also gets you. Do you have any more? How many ranks in Avoid Blow do you have?
My ranks in Avoid Blow is but 1, and I've used it already.
You've used it already, yeah.
Is this the end of Alabaster Moon?
5 damage after armor is applied.
I've got very
Hanging
low.
on to consciousness, just a Julian.
I'm looking over at Alabaster Moon and then looking at Thorndor, and I look to him and say, I must repay your friendship in coming to aid me. I will not leave you alone with this. Will you wish to skin him afterwards? And then I try and hit him. Having conversationally discussed his potential, flaying. Not like that, I don't.
No, that's not a hit, I'm afraid.
I'm not going to be able to hit the rest of this combat, to be honest, looking at there.
Thorndor.
Oh, well, I can only skin him if I actually do something to him. Otherwise, he's not mine.
Ah.
So I will try and hit him.
That's a hit.
He can't dodge.
He can't, no.
Yeah.
Nice.
And they're not really wearing any armor, they're just wearing thin leathers and furs. Julian.
I will try again to aid you in the skinning of this madman.
Oh, that's a hit. So you got that back, D4 exploded twice, look.
That's pretty good. Oh, no target selected, hang on. Apply damage.
Nice, he is looking very beat up now.
And then I will move 2, 3, determined to just try to protect Alabaster Moon's back without abandoning Thorndor. That is my...
Cool. Which one are you? So this one is going after you again, Alabaster. You are still harried, and he hits. Did you want to avoid the blow?
I most certainly do.
Put
Let's,
in -2 on the step modifier.
step modifier.
Yeah. Nope.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Oh God.
The effervescent alabaster moon is not looking quite so alabaster.
Or possibly
Oh.
looking more Alabaster now.
Well, I imagine there's quite a lot of scarlet.
Did you say that there was anything that can be done for someone if you get to them immediately? Or not once?
Yes. No, that's only when they're unconscious.
Okay.
No, this will need some kind of magic intervention.
Or some dice to roll up a new character.
Alabaster, sorry, you were next.
Hey, them's the breaks. And this, ladies, gentlemen, and thems, is how to take character death with acceptance. Also, I share a flat with the games master. He will pay later.
Right. This other madman is coming in after you, Ashulian.
Sure. I will
And he
attempt
hits.
to avoid blow. Not that there's much chance given my wound, but you never know.
You never know. Oh, it was close.
Mm. Wow.
For 5 damage.
He does 2 to me then. But...
Yeah. Chi-Chi.
Still quite a long way from death.
Sure, why not? I got one left. I kind of want to see if I can kill this guy. All right, I'm gonna attack him. I'm gonna use armor. You know what? Wait, where am I at health-wise? This is going downhill fast anyway. Great. Yeah, I'm gonna try to maneuver first. See if it works for once, maybe. Maneuver.
Yep.
Click. No. And then I'll use this in karma. Hey.
Nice.
Nice.
Not as much
Also
as
nice on the damage roll.
Yeah. Take 2 again. Scratch. And then I moved to 2, 3. So 1, 2. 1, 2. Can't get behind any of my friends. Okay, back to where I was. That's that.
Thorndor.
Okay, so beginning with the basic, trying to kill that guy, and then we will see about repositioning after that. Yeah,
Nice.
you said he can't dodge.
Can't dodge, no.
I'll just roll damage, and then I will just apply said damage.
Yeah, driving your short sword through his heart, he drops dead instantly.
Okay, and I'm going to move.
Mask falls off his face as he drops to the floor. There's a whispering and a cajoling, and this whispering kind of can't really make out any words, but there's this dark, deep whispering emanation coming from the mask. Could Ashulian, Thorndor, and Chi-Chi make a willpower test, please?
I mean, unsurprising given my level.
Damien, we can't add karma to a willpower test, can we?
No.
Oh.
Nice. Thorndor, you pass. The other two, unsurprisingly, do not pass. Whoever gets to act next must use your action to pick up the mask and put it on.
Okay.
Is that going to work with a Shulian? That's going to be like a bandage or something, isn't it?
It's big enough.
What?
It's magical.
Nivek is going to move round to take on Chi-Chi.
Yeah. I've been scratching him. Let's go.
So, I mean, could I finish my movement before?
Oh, sorry, yeah, still a movement, yeah.
I was just going to move up alongside Shulian and Chi-Chi to try and hold the line.
Yeah.
Hold the line.
Nivek's still going after Chi-Chi, though.
Mm-hmm.
Others are always on.
Hell yeah.
A good hit for 10 damage, which you take 6 after armor.
Did you not have the chance to avoid?
Oh, sorry, yeah. You do get an avoid blow. Apologies.
I don't have any karma. Can I hit
You
that
can
too?
be
Who
honest.
knows? We'll find out. 3. Let's go.
So, yeah. So, the damage has already been applied, so yeah.
Yeah.
This masked madman is going to step over Alabaster's body and attack Thorndor. With a hit. Do you want to? Have you got avoid blow, Thorndor? Yeah.
Yeah. And I will add a karma to this.
If you've got it as a talent, yes. If you've got it as a skill, you can't.
Talent, not a skill.
Excuse me. Whoa! You guys are doing well on the avoid blow tests.
Not all of us.
Yeah.
He's dead. None of the others are dead yet, are they, mate? Soul Brimstone. What have you got for
Okay.
us?
Gonna get ready to. I'm gonna try and cast more. These on. Starts on. Same guy I was targeting. He's
On
still
my back, yeah. Nice.
targeting.
Click on effect for the damage.
A step modifier of 2 in there.
Yeah, because you got an extra success.
It's just
Yeah.
success. Okay, fine. And
Nice.
the damage of. Okay.
He is
Still alive.
looking. He's looking very woozy. Yeah, he's got lots of blood coming from him. Just a friendly GM suggestion, as we're all learning the system and this battle is proving tricky. If you were to take a step forward, he would now be harried, which would give him a -2 to his attack tests.
Okay, if I was to take a step forward,
Yeah. So if you were to move to this space here,
Yeah, like that.
Yep.
Yeah, done.
And we will go to the next round. And as we go to the next round, a figure appears in the mouth of the cave.
This would be the master.
Great.
No, this you recognise as the other Tiskrang Swordmaster who is travelling with you, as Zaelit Jareg, who comes stumbling out of the cave, spitting bits of rope out of his mouth and tearing off binds that have obviously been binding his hands and his feet as he comes staggering out. Ropes that have been binding his hands and feet. And it's, who is it first? This last madman here, who is still going after a Shulian. Fails to hit. And then Sol, you're up next.
Yeah. Again, not on a break. I'm gonna try and him more. With dots.
Well, that time, I'm afraid.
Stay there. Okay. Okay.
Any movement?
I'll stay there.
This one is still going after Thorndor. Fails. Shulian.
I pick up the mask and put it on, since apparently I can't. I have no choice in the matter.
Yep. You are filled with mad whisperings and commands. You may, on your next turn, you may make another willpower test. If you fail that, you must then attack your erstwhile companions. This madman is going.
I mean, I'm going to fail it because I've got 2 wins. So
Have a go at
no hope.
Sol. Oh, he fails to get you with his dagger, Sol. Novak is going after Chi-Chi. He manages to roll away. Do you want to try a void blow on that? Has Aubrey frozen?
Yep.
Yeah, Aubrey's just dropped out of the game. Okay, we'll give him a moment to come back. Sorry, Ian.
No apologies needed. This is what happens when you get a very excitable dwarf who's a thief, not a fighter, wanting to charge into battle with a great big sword, rather than shoot arrows from a safe distance away.
I think if I'd known it was going to be so combat heavy, I might have made a different kind of character.
So the thing is, the rest of the campaign isn't that combat heavy. There is combat, but it's not as combat heavy as this introduction is.
Right. We're going to be dead
yeah.
before we get to it. It's quite a slow combat system, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I think as we get used to it, it'll speed up a bit. But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not GURPS slow, but...
Hey, Aubrey.
Hey, Aubrey.
Yeah, my internet just broke for a second.
Yeah. So I got an 18 to hit you. Would you like to try and avoid blow?
Yes.
I mean, you could always just jump out the game again, Aubrey, and hope it all goes away. I should have tried that.
Your character did, didn't he?
Ooh. We will stop him from skinning you, don't worry.
I didn't kill you. I'm on the skin.
Yeah, so go ahead and give me that avoid blow roll.
I gotta load back in if you want to do it. Okay, never mind.
You should be back in now, right?
Yeah. Right. Avoid. Go. No.
Nope. 11 damage.
7
7 after armor is applied. You're still on your feet though. Just about. And it's your turn.
Alright, so. I'm at. Third. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack him. I'm not targeting. Broadsword. Go. Yay!
You're nice. Actually, I realised he had his shield equipped, which he shouldn't have as well, so this will do more damage to him. But he's not yet unconscious.
And then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Very
6.
close.
6.
So if he's not had his shield all this time, but he's been getting the damage reduction.
Yeah, absolutely, he is unconscious. Yeah, I will adjust that. You have knocked him unconscious.
Run away!
Yeah, let's put him up to that. So he is unconscious. He's not dead, but he is unconscious.
Not yet.
Zaelit's turn. He comes running in. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and then charges the rest of the wave. Can't take any other action right now, but he is running in saying, Don't kill them! Don't kill them! They're under some kind of enchantment. Without the mask on, maybe we can bring him back. Oh, Zaelit's mask does fall off. Novek's mask does fall off, actually, which means both Sol and Thorndor, I need willpower tests from you, please. Willpower tests, Sol.
Hang on a second. You're asking for willpower tests, but presumably Steel Thought would have been applicable.
Possibly.
Yeah. This is the side effect of something complex that we don't know. Because
No,
I would
it
absolutely...
wouldn't, actually.
No?
Actually, it would, because that resists magical abilities that target his mystic defense. This wasn't targeting your mystic defense.
Right, okay.
It's because it's a willpower test rather than attack against your mystic defense.
At the moment that means nothing to me, but okay.
So there's certain spells and things attack your mystic defense. So actually, Earth Darts doesn't. But there are some spells that attack mystic defense rather than physical defense.
So there's
So,
some
like-
things shadow related, horror related that directly attack your willpower or whatever.
Yeah, and some it's just a straight willpower test.
Cool.
Which this was.
Something to know.
Yeah. So Sol, can you make that willpower test, please?
Yeah.
On your characteristics. Just click on the word willpower on your attributes.
First page, dude.
Yeah. Press willpower.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Soul passes, Thorndor fails, so you must use your next action to pick up the mask and put it on. Thorndor, it is your turn.
I pick up the mask and put it on.
So, same as with a shooting, on your next turn, you'll get another willpower test. And if not, you'll have to start attacking your friends.
But not a Shulian, because I would know, because they haven't attacked each other, have they?
No, they haven't attacked each other, so yeah, not a shooting. Anyone not wearing a mask.
Yeah.
To be more precise. This one is going to go... So he's no longer going to go after a Shulian.
Oh, funny that.
He's going to turn his attention to Zayali, who's just come in.
What do Daily look like? Which one is? Oh, there he is at the top. Is that him at the top?
Yeah. Yeah, he's not going to hit him. Zayali is going to return the favour. Pounding him with his broadsword. Knocking him unconscious. Whereupon his mask falls off his face and Zayali must make a willpower test.
This guy would kill us.
Which he makes because the target is 4.
Oh.
Right, okay. That's better. Right, he makes that, fortunately for everybody. Chi-Chi.
Alright. So this guy's unconscious up here at the top, right?
Yeah, so the one to your east is dead. The one at the north of that triangle is unconscious. Nivek is unconscious, so it's just the other 2 masked men. Plus potentially Sol and... Sorry, not Sol, Thorndor and Achulian, but they haven't done anything yet.
Let's see. Oh. 1, 2. I'm gonna join my screen friend. 1, 2, 3, 6. As in behind him. This guy's like, I will just taunt. Hurt me. No, right? Oh yeah, it does. Never mind. I'm actually just gonna move around to the other side, and then that's it. Do something next turn.
Cool. Sol.
I'm gonna keep going with this for this. I'm gonna keep going at the same target.
Well, he's now unconscious. Are you going to carry on attacking him or attack somebody else?
Attack somebody else. Go for this guy, can't I? To the left.
Yeah.
He's not unconscious. Let's go for him. Okay, I'm gonna go Earth Dots again. This time. No, I'll cast. I'll just go straight for.
Not a hit, unfortunately.
Okay, that ends my turn then.
And he is going to attack you with his dagger.
Okay.
Do you have a void blow?
I've got other things. Avoid blow. Where am I looking in the skills or?
Skills or talents. I don't think
That's
you
on
do,
top
no.
of first page, are they?
No, you don't.
No, I've got acrobatic,
Defense.
What's it called? Defense. That not work?
Acrobatic defense.
Adept flips, spin, somersaults.
Yeah, that's something that you have to. So you can do it. You have to do it on your turn essentially, and adds +2 physical defense for each success scored for the remainder of the round. We have to be able to move. Just remember you've got that in future, I guess.
So I can use that in link as well as a spell.
It's a simple action, so yeah, you can do it on your turn.
Okay, or I'll have to remember that then because yeah, I didn't realise that's how it works. Okay.
You're not taking 4 damage after armor because surely you're wearing armor. You've got hide armor, you haven't got it equipped, and you've also got +3 from your air armor.
Yeah.
So ignore that. You don't actually take any damage.
Okay.
I shall change that to 0. Yeah, you don't take any damage.
Oh, okay.
The last standing madman is going after Thorndor.
He has a mask on, doesn't he? Thorndor.
Thorndor's got a mask on. Good point. Thank you.
It's all right.
So
we
he's
might be
not-
on the masked madman's side. I don't know yet.
He's going to go after Sol.
Right.
And fails.
Oh, good.
Ashulian, willpower test, please.
I mean,
Oh, you made it. You resist the temptation of the mask. These insidious whispers, but there's something. If it is your connection with the life rock, is it that you perhaps move and think a little slower than these organic beings that are taken in by these arcane whisperings? Something in your willpower, something in your nature. After putting the mask on, you realise you don't want it on.
it is perhaps my brush with death earlier.
Perhaps, yeah.
I throw the mask aside. Am I able to try to grab the mask that Thorndor has put onto his face and hurl it away from him?
Yep.
What would I
Yep,
need
you
to-
can. So first of all, let's give Zerleet a test again. Where are you throwing the mask to? Sorry. Are you hurling it away, the one you've got on?
slinging it over my shoulder like, I'm pretty strong, so just...
Yeah, it goes flying. It's well out of any range where it can affect anybody. Yes, you can. I think there's even. It doesn't actually say what the target would be or what the skill would be. A strength test.
Okay,
Um,
so I just roll strength, right?
or have you got unarmed combat?
I do have unarmed combat, yeah.
So unarmed combat, target Thorndor, and if you succeed, you can rip the mask off.
Hang on. Okay. And I think I've got one last karma, so I'm going to spend that if that's all right. Oh, no, I can't because it's a skill. Sorry.
Oh, it's just a skill you can't know.
It's a 6.
Its physical defense is 6, so you got it.
Am I
You
also
managed to
able to...
pull
So I've only got it. I can't hurl it away at the moment.
You can hurl it away, and that's a free action. That's fine.
I throw it in the same sort of rough direction as hard as I possibly can.
You are both free of the grip of the masks. So that is your action done.
Sure. Does it take
Just in
movement
time,
as-
because now
movement as well?
Oh, you can move, yeah.
In that case, I will move here.
Okay. Thorndor. Just as the mask its whisperings were creeping inside your mind, and you quite like the darkness. Perhaps there was something quite appealing about it. It's ripped off your face and hurled away.
Yeah, it was a chance to explore another nether place.
You are welcome.
So I'll make it up to you. In the meantime, yeah, because I can move, so I'm going to move to keep shoulder to shoulder with the rock. And I will hit that one.
Yeah, who has a -2 to his. So when it comes up with the target number, if you've targeted him, just remove 2 from it, to change it to 4 instead of 6, I think.
It says difficulty 6 or difficulty 4, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice. Roll that damage, it'll add the 4 steps on for you.
Oh.
Apply damage. Yeah. Took a wound, knockdown test at difficulty 7. There you go. It tells you when you need to make a knockdown test, which is handy.
It's a nice feature.
And he fails, and he is knocked down. I think I can toggle. There we go. He is prone.
Damien, if you actually right click it and then right click it again, it should be a much bigger icon right in the middle of his.
Oh, okay.
It should work that way.
I right click the prone icon.
Yeah, and then right click that, and then that removes it. And if you right click it again, there you go. You get the big one in the middle,
nice.
which may or may not be as useful on a white and black.
Doesn't show up very well on
Token,
black
but-
and white.
Yeah, sorry.
He's also very hurt and down. I am aware of the time, so we're at the end of a round. I will call this session to a close here, with just the last couple of madmen to mop up at the beginning of the next session. So thank you very much, everybody, for playing and taking part. Apologies again to Ian, whose character I have killed. It's not the first character of Ian's I've killed.
It won't be the last. No apologies needed. Alabaster was a delight, but a momentary delight. There will be a new character coming.
Those that burn brightest burn shortest, right?
Is that a thing about Alabaster being a dwarf?
Possibly, yeah. So thank you to Luke, my Indeep Crit companion. Thank you to Ian and to Kieran and to Phil and to Aubrey for playing. Thank you to Foundry for the VTT. Check out the Earthdawn stuff on the FASA website. Please like, subscribe, share, comment about all the mistakes I've made this evening. And yeah, please keep coming back and hopefully watching some more Earthdawn.
Thanks very much, Damien, for running it for us.
You.
And, killing 2 of us, I mean, at least I was brought back. I'm very sorry about that as well, Ian. It seems...
It's not good. Take care, everyone.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Cheers, everyone.